All right, let's give this a try. Hi, this is the walkthrough video for Monday, if things are going well. It is 8/11 and try one week 2, and it's fly week. You're gonna need your lab notebook. See, but like, why can't can I advance the slide? Boy, I felt really certain this was gonna be great. Hang on, hang on. Gosh, we were so close in life, like things were going so well. All right, we're gonna try again. This is the second time I've recorded this video because the first time it turned out I had not turned on my audio, which you would think by now I would not. Great. Hey, we got it. Okay. So our course driving question, remember, is how does life survive change? And in order to understand that, we have to think about what counts as living. So our work for today, in case you were absent, was thinking about learning biology from fruit flies because those tiny little buddies can tell us a lot about living things. We begin with a fruit fly investigation pre-lab. We're then joined by Maureen and Stephanie from the Bloomington Drosophila Stock Center. I don't know if you know this, but it does turn out that a lot of fruit flies from around the world, like basically all of them, are maintained, strains are maintained here, and they distribute flies across the world, which is really exciting. So even if you are not with us today, you're going to set up your lab notebook for investigation fruit fly behavior. This means going to the table of contents and writing the title, then finding the next available blank page, figuring out what number it is, and writing that number. In my example, it's 7, so I should make that 7 here. That'll be the next available blank page. And so after you've done this, you're going to head to that available blank page, and you're going to write investigation fruit fly behavior. So please pause the video and make that happen. Make yours look like mine. Okay, so while we're waiting, this week is all about this fruit fly behavior lab because one of the questions you had about what counts as living is, does it respond to its environment? So we're going to learn about how fruit flies respond to their environment, and we're going to start off handling the fruit flies in class today. But even if you were absent, I can tell you fruit flies are our genetic friends. They're a powerful genetic model for investigating chemotaxis, moving towards or away chemicals, because they have taste detection in their faces, in their bristles, and on their legs, and in the bristles on their wings as well. They have taste neurons and receptors that recognize abstract tastes like carbonated water, calcium, and fatty acids. You can think about why each of those might be useful if you are a fruit fly, and why fruit flies who have those, or the ancestors of fruit flies who have those, continue to reproduce more successfully. So we've got female and male fruit flies. There are other phenotypes, but most of the fruit flies you'll see will look like these. And people took some initial observations of behavior. You don't need to do that. Some behavior you might see is the mating dance of the fruit fly. Turns out there's some choreography that's pretty stereotyped during mating. What we did today was we cut the bottoms off plastic bottles and we made these choice chambers with tape holding the bottles together. Tomorrow, we're going to test substances against water, trying to figure out, we'll keep water in B and we'll put different things in A to see, do fruit flies like that smell more? Do they like it less? Are they more likely to be attracted to different parts of the components of the chamber? So your job for tomorrow is to bring things you think fruit flies might enjoy or things you think that fruit flies might fly away from. You may not bring foods that contain capsaicin. You may not bring foods that contain Sichuan peppercorn, right? That numbing taste. Those two chemicals, for a couple of reasons, we're not going to use. Do fruit flies like jam? Do fruit flies like vinegar? Do fruit flies like mashed up fruit? Are there different fruits you think they might like? Also, please don't bring any alcohol. We do know that fruit flies, sometimes people put red wine or red wine vinegar in a fruit fly trap, but this is high school, so please do not bring any alcohol. Great, good talk. You should think about which foods might attract fruit flies and why. So even if you are absent today, please go ahead and fill this part out in your lab notebook. Tomorrow, please bring tiny treats for our new friends. And there's a whole bunch of, there's a whole bunch of like housekeeping stuff that's on Canvas. Just a reminder to read through that and make sure you're doing that behind the scenes as well. All right, take care. See you soon.